I'm here talking to Claire about what it's like to work at Sagittarius. So Claire, would you like to just give us a little overview of working at the agency?
Yeah, I mean, I've been here about 3 years now, and I always feel like I'm doing a massive sales pitch when I start talking about working at Sag, because I really like it. I think there's so many benefits to being here, and I think it's quite refreshing to be within a company where we don't just talk about culture and core values, but we actually live those too. So I think the best things about Sagittarius is obviously the people. It's a dynamic environment. It's very agile. It's very flexible. It's very varied, which I love as well. So you're never doing the same thing 2 days running. And I think as well, another really important thing for me is the ability to influence the direction that the company goes. So everybody's voice is important and that's welcomed. Your opinion is welcomed. Even from the start, when people join us through their induction, one of the things that we do at the end of their induction is ask them, what can we do better? How can we make this process better? What can we do to change? We call it start, stop, continue. What can we start doing? What can we stop doing? And what should we continue doing because it's good?
So for candidates, can you tell us a bit about that recruitment process?
Yes, of course. So we do put people through quite a process before they join us. And the reason for that is we want to make sure that not only do we get a great fit for us, but also it's the right fit for candidates coming in, that you are joining us for the long term and making great decisions on your career as well. So we try through the initial part of the process to make sure that people meet as many people within the business and within the teams that they're going to work with as possible. And that might mean that you meet 3 or 4 or even 5 people, some of whom will be seniors within the business and one of whom will be your line manager. Reason for that is so that the candidates get a great feel for the personality and the culture, not only with the company, but with the people they're going to be directly working with. We also use technology to ensure that we have a level playing field for candidates coming in. So that might mean technical testing for technical roles, so QAs and developers, software engineers. That will be an online technical test where you will actually be doing coding or be looking at code to QA or test as well, and that's marked online and automatically. For non-technical roles, that might be the form of a presentation that we give you a brief, bit of a case study to work from, and we would come in and expect you to present that to probably the senior team, particularly for account managers where a lot of their role is in fact presenting to clients. What we're doing is we're testing for role-specific skills.
So it sounds like a really thorough process.
It is a really thorough process, yes. So initially we'd be looking at CVs just traditionally as anybody else would. Andy, who is our talent acquisition manager, he will be looking at CVs, conducting telephone interviews, giving you a really good overview, making sure you've got the job description so you know what you're coming into and the roles as well. And then it would come into face-to-face interviewing and then the assessments as well.
And so what's in it for the candidates? What are the benefits of working at Sagittarius?
That's a great question. I always encourage candidates to ask us that and to make sure they're finding out that too. I think there's loads of things. You'll be working with brilliant people who are passionate about what they do. Winning awards is really important to us, and that ensures that we're turning in really good quality work. We invest quite heavily in creating a really positive, supportive and collaborative working environment. And that's not just about the physical space that you're in as well. It's about having good kit, about having a process that gets you up and running as quickly as possible. It's about investing in your own training, looking at personal development. We have training pathways for new people that are joining the business, for line managers, and we're very actively looking at succession planning, building our leaders for the future as well. We don't just use our internal resources and the people that are within the business to ensure that knowledge is being shared, but we also bring in external trainers to do some of that work for us as well. Just most recently, we've been looking at resilience training for our leadership team. We've been looking at line manager training to make sure that our line managers are the best they can be. And we've been looking at rolling out a voluntary program around raising the awareness of mental health issues within the workplace.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and join us for the next one.